The second semester was much more larger in scale. I think it kind of followed this idea that before you go about changing the world, you should set your own house in order, and that's what that first semester was for. Let's work on ourselves and kind of plan out the life we want before we try and work on a project that's bigger than us. So that's what that second semester was focused on, focusing on how can we actually make change in a system outside of ourselves.
And then this semester, it was a lot more about, okay, how can we apply these values to like the community and beyond? Like, how can you apply the PI values with like improving the community and things like that?
The second semester was different to me because instead of focusing inward, we looked outward and examined not just the classroom and like our inner groups, but the entire Barrett community and how different factors affect the student experience.
We didn't just like think about the values or like all the principles and everything. We had to actually apply them to the real world. It was more about observing, it was more about listening, and it was more about sitting with ambiguity and like, kind of getting used to it without, jumping to solutions. You had to think about the problem, think about the perspectives, and think about the people who were involved.
We realized that after there was this kind of big thing that happened with like flyers getting removed off campus. So it's been a lot harder to advertise events for your organizations and things like that. The other alternative to flyers is Sun Devil Central, but we did a survey. I think we found out that like 80% of students don't even like using Sun Devil Central. So we had to realize like maybe there's something else we could do, like another digital platform.
For us, it was kind of like a Barrett community belonging board, which was like a digital flyer platform where we would have people post flyers to the events that we were inviting them to.
So our current idea that we were trying to do, we tried to vibe code basically a website, but it was supposed to be for a mobile experience. It was supposed to be kind of like a dating app where you could swipe right on events that you want to attend. And we like kind of emphasized Barrett events specifically.
We were able to test our prototype with actual students. So we were able to interact with students and make sure that the design that we're trying to build will do something meaningful for them. We also figured out things that didn't work because not every prototype works the same way.
The problem that my group specifically was trying to solve for Barrett was kind of the need for more information in regards to unconventional honors credit pathways. What we ended up finding was that we believed through our data collection, our surveys, and eventually our prototype, that we believed that students would benefit from that early on intervention.
We did a small activity to sort of prototype what our proposed intervention would have been. And that activity was getting students to map out a current honors credit pathway plan and an alternate honors credit pathway plan.
Our end conclusion was to implement a form of Barrett 101, Honors 101, if you will, either into the ASU 101 that students are already taking or on its own, so that students can actually get a real well-rounded feel of what honors looks like and how they can implement that into their own personalized schedules. So we wanted to make it customizable for every student.
I believe the assistant dean actually said, we want to start creating a Barrett 101 course. Clearly there's a need for it.
Our project is to create a small kind of workshop for students, kind of like a small scale version of our class last semester where we do specific activities and stuff in a 45-minute time frame.
I think that we brought our ideas to life in a literal sense by running these experiments around the Barrett campus and seeing if people showed actual interest in our Designing a Meaningful Life workshops.
What we wanted to achieve is for them to take what we learned last semester into their own hands and take what they can from it and also learn from it, because I think it all changed us as students last semester.
We can have a great idea, but you never know that's gonna work until you test it out, even at a super small level. Just the simplest of prototypes can give you insights into big decisions.
While you work on yourself, it's also important to help others. So helping a community like Barrett this semester has been really enriching.